What is going on, governors? Chisgule here, and today we're back with more KVK action. This video we're probably gonna call Mo Bridges, Mo Problems, cause bridges. Oh boy. If you like KVK videos, you should definitely like and subscribe, because we've got literally dozens upon dozens of hours of footage from KVK, rally after rally. Boom, baby. This is going to be fun to watch. We're still cutting the footage ourselves. A lot to talk about. And we are a sponsored creator with Rise of Kingdoms. Let's get into the action. If you saw in the previous video, I'll probably have a card up in the top. We built into this area to relieve pressure from our allies, AWOS and Endgame, because come on, they're our allies. So we went to go and help them. However, we did not flag up this bridge because we were trying to conserve flags. This was, I want to highlight again, because of how epic of an error this was, the biggest, most profound, absolutely crucial freaking error that we could have possibly made was not flagging up the bridge, because you're going to watch as this bridge becomes a choke point for action, and it's not going to be in our favor because, look, is there a bigger honey badger than Noon? Probably not. So, right now, we're burning flags, baby. We're leading rally after rally on cities, on flags. I don't even know why we can rally cities, how they got to a place where we could rally them, but it's happening, and it's all going to go down in this video. Now, at this point, we were being pressured a little bit down south. Happy Feet built flags to try to cut off our own chain of flags up top here, and it's entirely possible we should have abandoned this entire chain as soon as we saw how impossible this was to defend, but now we're leading rallies, burning these flags, and at the same time burning a flag down south that they had tried to use to cut us off, and that's going pretty well. Now, you can see the same cheese flag dodging technique, which is totally valid. You just basically wait till the rally is about to hit, bail out of the flag so that we couldn't swarm it to get it burning, and then fill the flag back up again as fast as you can and put out the flames. And it's a pretty strong tactic because, look, we're going to wait 5 minutes before we can lead another rally. Now, at this point, we're already losing so many troops so quickly that we start leading rallies with small number of troops because we lead over 75 rallies and captain over 75 flags over the course of a 4-day window. We would have zeroed ourselves. I believe at peak, our power was 61.5 million as of the time of this recording, and we're already into the 58 million range. So we have lost a lot of troops, and most of those are deaths. I don't think there's a lot in the hospital. Here's that flag I was referring to, that they had tried to build a chain to cut us off, and we're now burning one of those flags, and at the same time launching rallies up top to keep them distracted. Here you go again. You can see the cheesing. Boom, 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 in and out of the flag. It's a good tactic. It's a good tactic. However, this one player decides to attack the rally. Interesting choice. And, haha, we catch somebody in the flag, and that means they are going to have a lot of deaths. I don't know if I actually end up looking at this report, but if you're doing the cheese flag strategy, your alliance members had better know that that's the plan, or you're going to leave them stranded and dead. Literally dead. Taking a rally with 1.5 million troops when you've got between even, let's say an upwards of 300,000 of your own troops in the flag is going to be savage no matter how you slice it. Probably in the realm of, I don't know, 100 to 150,000 that you will have die. Whew. Anyways, we're now launching yet another rally. We really should have used presets for this. I think I just saved the preset. Haha. Speaking of presets, boom, we've got another rally going on another flag that we're burning. And here comes another rally in on one of the bridge flags. Clinty at the helm, leading the rally. Is it going to be a real defense? It is not. Another player caught out of position. Going to be a lot of deaths. And, look, this is going to happen to a lot of our players as well. So, however much we do this to them, they're doing to us. However much we do this to them, they're doing to us. Oh, we got a report here. Okay, not as many deaths as I thought. 13,000 dead for the rally and 76,000 dead for the player defending it. I mean, that's still really savage, right? So this sort of stuff's happening all over the place, and I want to call attention to the fact that the time zones are profoundly different. So I don't really have footage of them catching us out of position like this, because when I'm online, I'm organizing, coordinating, and usually people rally around that. So the times when they were really pushing was when they were awake, which is when I was asleep. Anyways, whatever. Rally in again on this flag. Will there be a defense? No, there will not. Smart choice. It's already burning. They let it continue to burn. Possible we should have been keeping a timer on, like, okay, how much time is left on this flag before they can potentially put out the burning again, because you can only do that once every 10 minutes. There is some restrictions there. And here we go again. Another rally we're going to launch, this time using presets, which makes a ton of sense. Awesome. We've got a flag off to the side, also getting continuously rallied. So far at this moment, this offense is looking pretty good. We got a couple flags burning. We got a ton of players that are going to be freed up to come join us up top in a moment for these rallies. It's feeling like it's going pretty well, but that is going to change. Oh, that is going to change. Now, we probably should have just regular attacked a flag. Oh, we're doing it. We see they've got 188,000 troops, and we're like, fine. That's fine. We're going to make this sucker burn. And then they leave the flag. A little bit of chicken going on here. Let's see how many we have dead. Ooh, Bujan's on the front line too. That's kind of cool. We're hanging out with Bujan on the front line. It was Howley that was in that defense. Bujan, one of my favorite people to play this game with, unfortunately no longer in Kingdom 51. All right. We can see our dead troops there. They lost T4. The exchange was probably actually better for them, but it got the flag burning, which is the thing we needed. And another rally is in on this flag. It looks like they're playing chicken again. It looks like Sawyer King. Oh, they left somebody behind again. I mean, we could do that all day, right? We could do that all day. Now, we know oh, look, we got a rally going too. Now, this, I think, is real. That looks like they are actually defending this structure now. So we've got Hannibal Barca with Yi Song-ye at the helm, rallying this flag. Now, if we can keep our rally full, I feel pretty decent about what we're battling into. Although, if it's a Richard Charles, that is a pretty sick combo. The way we win that is by being really, really aggressive about preventing the reinforcements from getting into the flag, which is going to be really hard to do given that there are so many cities and they can just leapfrog, boom, 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 to get to wherever they are trying to go. Now, we see a captain swap to Caesar, and we are now out for blood because that is not a good captain, in my opinion, for a flag. So I'm feeling very bullish now about the chances for this rally, assuming we can keep the rally topped off, which may or may not be a thing that we're actually going to be able to do. Now, it's worth mentioning that we're watching this footage at 2x speed. We're going to have the reports at 1x speed. Now, you can see a player has just ported away smartly. A player scoots over to say, hold on a minute, I got to hold this ground. We probably should have sent like every army we had to try to hold that territory. P.S. You can see another rally crossing led by Jet X going across the top. This rally looks like it's going really, really, really well for us at this moment, as long as we can keep those reinforcements rolling. Bujan and Runner entering the field. Ton of additional reinforcements jump into that flag. They've got a Minamoto captaining the defense, so we are really feeling out for blood because that's not an optimal commander. It looks like they realize, hey, wait a minute, Charles was doing better because he was, and they put him back as the captain. Now, they're in the red, we're in the yellow. We're actually topped off, feeling pretty good. We get a scout on this thing, and let's see how many troops they've got in there so we can get a sense of how this is going. More troops arriving for the defense, which is not great for us, and it's hard to cut them off. Let's see here. They've only got 500,000 troops in this flag, so as long as we can keep topped off, we feel really good about the work that we can do against their players. However, look at all of these reinforcements coming to the flag. Full commitment coming from this player, Turbo Main, sending many marches to fill it up. Wow, now that is commitment, and I did not see that until I was watching this now. That single action is going to cause them to have a lot of deaths, but might be the thing that turns this around for them. They've now got 1 million troops in the flag with more reinforcements arriving, and we're down to 1.1 million. And the problem with this is that each player can only reinforce the rally once, so now we're getting low, and many of our players have already reinforced. This is not good. This is not good. I'm going to now be watching very closely, constantly scouting the flag, constantly checking the rally numbers, because we're not in the yellow here anymore. We're not in the yellow here anymore. Now, we've got our rally build on our Hannibal Barca. Bada boom, scout is in. I didn't see the report there. We were getting scouted so much it was hard to see. Sometimes that lags a little bit, so we send another scout. Bada boom. Let's get a read on it. 500,000 troops. This looks good for us. We're at 1.1 mil, but they keep sending more troops into the darn flag. They've got Caesar at the helm here. We defeated an army led by Ulji Mundak. They're sending in some siege units. They're sending in another army. I mean, they keep dropping in armies, and the problem is that we can only sustain for so darn long. The way you win on offense is with superior numbers. And if we can't have superior numbers, we're going to get into trouble. And that is the situation we're starting to find ourselves in. We scout again. Couldn't find the report. Now they've got El Cid at the helm, and El Cid is a freaking exceptional commander. They swap back to Caesar. Don't know why. We've got another rally coming in on another flag of theirs. This is just total mayhem. The Happy Feet shell being used aggressively for the troops that they've got available to bring to the party in the land that they can claim. We're now surrounding this flag a little bit. My gosh, Isongye would have been absolutely devastating. And our rally's down to 800,000. We now have a huge problem. We're not able to keep this rally full, and we're going to have to cancel this rally really soon. Like, really soon. I should cancel. There it is. Whew! I was getting nervous. Okay. Yeah, this did not go as well as it could, because we couldn't keep the darn thing full. Did we kill more T5s? Hard to say. I mean, it's a positive trade for us. We definitely inflicted a lot of wounds, but it's really all about deaths. It's all about deaths in KVK. And I guess in fairness, we arrived at a place where a lot of players were out of resources. Frankly, a lot of players were out of resources. So quantity of resources is relevant. I mean, it's positive in terms of the trade, but given that it's 2 kingdoms versus our 1, it would be hard for us to get really positive trades in that way, hunting primarily for resource-based gains. Now, here's where we start to have problems. Noon has ported into the front line. That little space opened up, and now Noon is here to play, and that is not good for us, because the bridge is basically going to go into this Honey Badger's control, because, like, look, Noon's got infinite resources and infinite money to commit to this problem, whereas, like, the reality is that we do not. And so that is one more reason why you really gotta own that darn bridge. Those choke points are going to be a huge problem. You can see off to the side, by the way, there was a flag that was burning, and the good news is we're going to be able to rally a player city as soon as that flag is gone. And, you know, I'll tell you, we've got some players that are really out for blood. Bunch of folks on the front line here. Looks like Fermata is here to play. Sawyer King is on the front. Now, the funny thing about Sawyer King is that he actually ended up, well, I don't know how much I want to talk about this, but I think he ended up leaking some of our officer chat and then joined Kingdom 50. So he was an officer of Legion, joined Kingdom 50. I'll say this. Sawyer King's a super chill human. We had some really fun chats. Nothing against him. He played the game the way that he wanted to play the game. And, you know, he operated as a spy. That is a way to play the game. So here we are rocking more rallies. This city, Awakened Soul, is about to get hit really hard, and Sawyer King is going to lead that rally. We're probably going to reinforce it. In the meantime, we've got a rally of our own going back in on this flag. We see they don't have good captains. Are we going to catch some players out of position? No. Nobody left in the flag by the time we get there to burn it. Meanwhile, the other flag burning, and now the flag is down off to the side. Oh boy. Rallies incoming. I don't know why we're not using our army preset right here. I mean, you know, like I said, we're pretty exhausted from a lot of fatigue from being up late and helping organize. Yeah. So we've got another rally in, this time Noon, just filling up the darn flag with looks like All of his T5s. I mean, not all, he's got a ton, but Gen X leading a rally. Okay, I cancel. I see, like, man, they got a lot of troops in there. This is not going to go well. We cancel it. That makes sense to me. Oh, interesting choice. We're now going in a slightly different direction. We're going for maximum damage to the flag itself rather than AoE. I don't know how I feel about that choice. You'd swap over to a commander like Minamoto to get more single target damage into the flag. Interesting choice on my part. I, in hindsight, would probably not launch the rally that way. I would probably stick to using Yi Seong-Ye, because Yi Seong-Ye is just a monster. A true monster. You can see here, by the way, a bunch of players reinforcing Noon so they can reinforce the flag. And here we go. Sawyer King rally in on Awakened Soul. That city is getting hit. Barca at the helm. It's not on territory, which means, it's not getting buffs, and that's why it's rallyable in the first place. We get a scout in. Let's get a look at how that's going. We see 4 rallies that I think are being led at the same time. Checking the reinforcements to our own. Bada boom. City is down, and 48,000 or 46,000 dead for us, 405,000 dead for them. Wow. It looks like it's a blend of T1 to T4, so that makes a little bit more sense. I wonder if at this point double hospital capacity has been unlocked for this KVK. I don't know that it has. We looted a ton of goodies there. A ton of goodies. Yeah. Before this is all said and done, they're going to rally way more of our cities than theirs. So that's kind of unfortunate. I don't have any footage of that because, for the most part, I was offline when that was happening. Sawyer King out for blood, launching yet another rally on that player city. If you're going to zero a player, you've got to do multiple rallies back to make that happen, hoping that they don't actually heal down their hospital, which certainly they must not be, to have even allowed that attack to have happened in their or against their city in the first place. So we're feeling pretty decent about this position. The only problem is that Noon is at the front, and that's going to be really, really hard to deal with. Our rally about to get into position. Really, we should have been swarming the bridge as much as possible with a bunch of T5 players, if we could have, just to hold down that area. Let's see here. Noon is at the helm. That is a terrifying flag to rally. I cannot believe we're rallying this. What in the world are we doing? Here we go. Noon at the helm. 1.5 million T5s. We definitely don't have 1.5 million T5s in our rally, and we've got single target damage commanders. So far, we're getting value from that choice, having Minamoto instead of Yi Seong-Ye as the follow-up to maximize our damage onto the flag. Smart choice actually playing out. Scouting it now. Let's see how it's doing. 1.2 mil there, and we probably need some reinforcements. It's been getting a lot of reinforcements. We're getting reinforcements. This is going to be a report I'm actually really eager to see. They swap over to Yi Seong-Ye. Good choice. If we were swarming it, or they're using El Cid, or they're bringing archers, because that's a sick, nasty combo. But I feel like they're better off with the combo they had before. They swap back. Good choice, in my opinion. Rocking the Richard Charles. They should be swarming the rally. I'm surprised that Noon isn't right now. We go in, reinforcing our rally here. Reinforcing the rally. Looking pretty strong so far. There's the swarm starting in on the rally. Smart choice. We get a look at our rally. We've got enough players to keep this going. Now Noon is on the field. That's a thing we would have expected. We're up at 1.5 mil, checking the status here. Folks are filling up that rally. We feel pretty good about this, how this is going. Only 1 or 2 players have reinforced the rally from really far away, which is a tragic choice to make. But when we scout that, we see only 750,000 troops left in the flag. We've got 1.3 million troops in or coming to the rally. We're feeling pretty good, but they're starting to take ownership of the bridge, which is going to be a problem. Going to be a huge problem. In my perfect world, we really should have had another army nearby. Giving these armies and giving our flag rallying army the buffs from Joan of Arc, that would have really gone a very, very long way. Oh, man, I would wage war so differently now. So differently now than I would have before. 682,000 left in the flag, but we have only 900,000 left in the rally. We're having a hard time keeping this thing full. And as I mentioned before, we can only have one army per player getting into this rally. So they can send many armies into the flag. This is a huge problem. We need to cancel that rally. That's got to cancel right now. There we go. Whew! We see 800,000 troops that were in the flag, and let's see the results. 262,000 dead for us, 355,000 dead for them. That is the kind of rally report we want to be looking at. I wonder what talents were on the commanders they were using in that flag, because I feel like with the volume of high-power troops they had in there, that could have gone a fair amount better for them. Especially given that, like, yeah, we were keeping the rally full, but, like, not that full. We do have T5 committed to our rally, so I don't know. We're getting a look at the dead troops here. The real advantage we see is that players can send multiple armies to defend the flag, and that's the mechanic. That's how it works, which is helping them to hold on and outlast us, which is allowing their flag to repair. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely like and subscribe because we've got more KVK coming. And until next time, my friends, you have fun smashing the kingdom.